As the judiciary finds itself on the receiving end of unending attacks by politicians aligned to Kenya Kwanza, it has become a darling of Azimio One coalition whose leaders have come to its defense despite being discontented with the institution in the past, especially after the 2022 presidential petition which upheld the election of William Ruto as president. On the other hand, the president and his cronies have gone back on their word to defend the independence of the judiciary, whether or not they rule in their favor. NTV's Melita Oletenges reports on the judiciary, which appears to be a darling of the favored.
The place of the judiciary in our constitutional and democratic dispensation, my administration will respect judicial decisions while we cement the place of Kenya as a country anchored on democracy and the rule of law.
What is unraveling currently in the Kenya Kwanza administration is far from this statement. The bone of contention is a series of decisions by the courts which have become solid hurdles in the Kenya Kwanza government implementing some of its policies.
Kotini, kazi yake ni kuinterpret the law. It is not to tell us what to do as a country.
Kesi mingi imekaa 20-30 years. Lakini ya serikali ya kuteka William Ruto na agenda ya serikali na rais wetu mpendwa, judiciary inatumia 159. 1 minute and 59 seconds wametoa court order ya kusimamisha serikali. We want to tell judiciary, either you shape up or you ship out.
The court's decisions, however, seem to be triggering joy and praise from politicians only when the decisions are in their favor.
Exercise their right to petition before the Supreme Court, whose proceedings and determination not only gave comfort to the doubtful, but also restored faith in our electoral and judicial institutions.
Overview people in court can prevail. We want to tell them it is not the Supreme Court that is supreme. It is the Kenyan people that are supreme.
The judiciary has been a thorn in the flesh for President William Ruto, especially on matters housing levy. The recent blow is the Court of Appeal refusing to grant stay orders to allow the government to continue collecting the 1.5% tax. Some institutions, such as the Jaramogi University, have announced that they shall be paying back their staff monies deducted in January.
Never discuss the merit of a case. That will be determined by the judge based on the evidence, based on the law, and based on their own understanding of whatever has been presented to the court.
A petition has been lodged before the Judicial Service Commission to remove Chief Justice Martha Koome from office over the appointment of 22 members of the Tax Appeal Tribunal. According to the petitioner Michael Kojo Otieno, the Chief Justice has gone against the Judicial Code of Conduct and Ethics by failing to adhere to the law on the appointment of the members to the Tax Appeal Tribunal.
These institutions are clearly set out under the Constitution. Their responsibilities and mandate are clearly elaborated.
The standoff between the judiciary and the government simmers further, despite a meeting between President William Ruto and Chief Justice Martha Koome. And now the opposition stands to defend the judiciary. A contrast to 2 years back, but the game of politics is all about interest, and the judiciary is a darling to the favored. Melita Oletenges, NTV.